Good evening. My name is Kelsey Imler, and today I'll be presenting my capstone on communicating accountability to the public for transportation sales tax measures. These programs generate billions of dollars and rely heavily on public trust, so transparency is not just about publishing information, but making sure the public can actually find and understand it. To study this, I reviewed public-facing materials from California's self-help counties, including web pages, annual reports, audits, and expenditure plans, and evaluated them using 4 dimensions: visibility, clarity, accessibility, and consistency. I also interviewed agency staff to better understand how these materials are developed and what challenges agencies face internally. The document review found that while most agencies do provide accountability information, usability varies significantly. For visibility, information was often spread across web pages or broader materials, so users sometimes needed prior knowledge of where to look. Agencies with centralized pages and multiple navigation paths made information easier to find. For clarity, many documents were technical and lengthy, especially ordinances and audit reports. Agencies that paired these materials with visuals, summaries, and plain language made key takeaways much easier to understand. For accessibility, mobile usability was generally strong, but screen reader compatibility and full document translation were inconsistent, particularly for PDFs, tables, maps, and graphics. And for consistency, agencies generally reported regularly, but historical versions and updates were not always easy to follow over time. Agencies with centralized document hubs or archives generally made information easier to navigate. The interviews helped explain why these gaps exist. One major takeaway was that transparency challenges are often driven less by intent and more by capacity and organizational complexity. Agencies generally understand the value of plain language, visuals, and user-friendly formats, but developing and maintaining those materials takes significant staff time, coordination, and technical resources. Interviewees also emphasized that public engagement itself is a challenge, because many users are not actively seeking out accountability information in the first place. Additionally, agencies noted that keeping information current and coordinated can be especially difficult when responsibilities and data ownership are spread across multiple teams or partner agencies. Together, these findings point to several strategies for improving public-facing accountability communication. First, agencies should design information around how the public searches for it, using centralized pages and clearer navigation. Second, agencies should pair technical reports with summaries, visuals, or other formats that make key takeaways easier to understand. Third, accessibility efforts should go beyond compliance to focus more on user experience, including testing materials with real users and expanding multilingual and accessible formats. Finally, improving consistency may require better centralized document management and more coordination across teams and partner agencies. Overall, effective accountability is not just about making information available. It's about helping the public find, understand, and use it. Thank you for listening.